Mm. Could I get into buggy? He's going first. Shocking. Looking for my double ramp when I'm going second. Zoro could get us there. Zoro into Kata. Not bad. Not bad. Hey, Shmep. Yeah, it's crazy, right? I'm 8 AM here. What time's it for you? He's going first. See if he's got any searches. No. We're just going to pass it over. Hello, Golden Retro. Good morning indeed. It's time for my morning cup of tea. We'll take that one. No triggers there. 3 AM, Trevor. Hey, I recognise your profile picture. 9 AM's more sensible. Nobody should be up at 3 AM. Although I am too. Often, don't worry. Let's hit him with the 6. Get rid of this. Ramp up. Fingers crossed for no foot buggy, eh? 10 AM for you, D-Best. Whereabouts are you? Is that like Eastern Europe? Or like Egypt? Put out this. Pass it over. $14 people in here already. Middle East. Ah, I see. How's the stream quality? Is it okay? It's the first one I've done, so you never know, do you? Do you want to take this? I think I do. That's a trigger. That's certainly a trigger. Hopefully no foot buggy, right? I want to ramp up again and then play out this kata. That's the plan. Oh, that's good to hit. That's good. Thank you, Shmep. I always worry with technology. I'm so bad with things. Computers, like, I got a good, decent base understanding, but yeah, it always seems to go wrong. Does he have the foot buggy? Please no. Oh, of course he does. Damn. Never lucky. Never lucky. Ah well. That's thrown a spanner in the works. It's 8 PM. No, it's 8 AM now. 1080-60, that's good to hear. Unfortunately, yeah, we're not gonna get to play this. So we're kind of stuck playing this, and he can just block this swing. There's not a lot we can do about that. I don't really fancy playing out Kamazo. Need to take this out. I meant to swap this for Frankie's. I guess we can just hold one. We ever want to ramp here? Not really. We'll hit him with a 6 just in case he makes a mistake. Yeah, I do live in England. It's was it 8 AM here? 5 past 8 in the morning. CS is start. Wow, he lets that go. I mean, that's a play mistake, but we'll take it. And then we'll trash another one. Just in the post. Time flies. Time flies. It's 18 people in here already. What a time to be alive. 7 on 5. And then it's gonna be 5. I don't really want to take this. Next time we're doing this, we can hold one for Giant next turn pretty safely. Don't think going down to 1 here is that bad. We'll use the trigger. Just take a jet galling there. Not too crazy. Not too crazy. I do think Robin's decent. Definitely a work in progress though. I mean, but into buggy, like starving them of resources constantly feels pretty good. So I don't know. Trashes that. Plays out the Croc Hawk. Very nice. He's cooking. He's cooking. Trashes a bugger. Plays out Alvida. That's 2 10 costs gone. I reckon he's probably got another one in his hand. I don't think you'd trash all your 10 costs. You didn't have another one. But we'll see. Just going to drop the Kata next turn, almost certainly. It ditches a Pudding and a Mr. 1. Okie dokie. And then pass it over. We do get the Beer Luffy. That's going to be really nice to stock up behind our Kata. But I think we do still need to go with the Kata this turn. So I'm going to go 5. See if he wants to block. If he does, we'll swing 7 into the Mihawk. Or do we want... We kind of need to keep one up, but we do have a blocker as well, so there's probably no danger. We can probably afford to swing 7 here, right? With the Robin. We'll see. I mean... I don't know about that one, Chiefster. Hit him with a 7. PRBO2, I believe, is October. For PRBO2. Yeah, and then we'll dump this. And the turn. Okay, 1. Yeah, October. So in August, we're getting OP12. In September, we're getting the Whitebeard deck. And in October, we're getting PRB. I think OP13 is November. But that could be December. The new purple... You mean the new purple Kata leader? I think it needs another Big Mom Pirates type card. Because this being able to restand your dudes is great. And the 5-cost Peros Pro is a strong card. But it's not like game changing. It's just a good card. It probably needs like something around either 6 or 7 cost. Yeah, I mean removal protection would also be very good. Because that deck dies hard to any removal. Even like whether it's black removal, Raging Tiger, even like yellow tech removal is pretty good. If he has another buggy, he can kind of pwn our category, but it is what it is. He's already trashed 2. And if that's like his whole turn, then so be it. So be it. We can do Beer Luffy next turn. Just make our leader nice and big. I'm hoping this doesn't get removed, but, you know. It's likely it does. One thing that doesn't come up very much with this deck, but it's kind of cool, is this is Big Mom Pirates. So if you were to attack with this, you can restand. What a treat. This is 5 for something. This is like, I guess this is likely to be 777. Is that what he's telegraphing? 768 maybe. I'm gonna just take the block in case he is to remove this, so that we've got like some value out of it. Seems pretty reasonable. Yeah, does anyone know if the starter deck's illegal for this CS this morning? I saw Atrocious asking, but I don't think anyone got back to him. They came out in Japan, like, literally on Friday, right? So I'm assuming they're not legal, if it follows the same sort of schedule that we have in the West. But, who knows? Who knows? He's thinking hard. He's giving it a big think. 7 or 8. Yeah, I assumed a week, but, yeah. We'll go no blocker, give him a 2k. I'm a little surprised by these swings. This has got to be the 10 cost, right? He's trashed 2 of them. Unless he was just choking on bricks and decided he need to get rid of them. There's that. Yeah, he should have done that first. It's a small play mistake. Pretty large play mistake, actually. Is he going to attack with this 7 as well? Yeah, he's going to go 7 here. We can afford to just go no blocker 2k here, I think. I think that's fine. Then he's going to pass it over. Yeah, it really is a struggle. This is not the best deck. This is you've got your back against the wall. You've got Giant, but like it's not good Giant. It's certainly not good Giant. We're going to go with this. Bang bang. Buff up. I think we'll go at least, we want to go at least 9 with this. I'm going to go 9. Do we want to ramp up? Kind of. Kind of, not really though. Oh. We'll gamba. Yeah, we got the Starlet X like a whole month before Japan. They were doing it as a bit of a, I don't know, like a trial run, I guess. If he goes all out, we have to kind of keep 2 up here. Otherwise, we just die. The most atrocious deck, like really bad or really annoying. We'd have been in such a better spot if we could have ramped early on. Because we're at 7, I think I can afford to swing 7 with this, maybe? I think we kind of need to regardless. Because otherwise I don't think we're getting lethal next turn. He does block and give us a 2k there. Let's pass it over. We've got 1 for Giant. We've got a 1k. I've got a blocker. We're at 7k, so like, I don't know. We'll see if we get there. Yeah, it is annoying. It's like a good little toolbox that they've got going on, right? You got anti-removal, you got big blockers, you got one of the best removal cards in the game. It's pretty good. CS should be starting in about a minute. 8. 8's here. That's an annoying number. We don't have a 2k. His best removal costs 5 though. But this always goes through. So what can he do? He can do like, if he wants to do all 8s, he can. He can do 8, 9, 9. We might be screwed. We might be screwed. This could be a funny trigger though. You never know. I'm going to say that he doesn't have removal. That's pretty good actually. Never mind. It just traded itself for another 2k, I guess. We'll ditch some of these. No, I'm not running Big Mom and Kaido. It's definitely a decent option, but I'm not running like the full meme build some people are running. This is more of just a, I don't know, cope build. The idea is you play Katakuri and then you put Luffy behind it, Beer Luffy. But it doesn't work out so well when your opponent just red rocks. Well, buggies. You're Beer Luffy. We'll go no blocker. Give him the Kamazo. He's got 4 more dons. He's still got 3 swings. We're not out of the woods yet. We've got to draw some counter off this Giant, really. So he's going to go like 9-9. We need to draw a 2k off the Giant. And then we can get there. We've still got to get lethal as well. Just, easiest, and that's if he goes all in. 9. 1 don for Giant. Bang, bang. Trash this. Buff up. Resolve. Well, we got a 2k. We can counter a 9 if he does go all in. We can counter a 9. And then we can block this. So you're saying there's a chance. You're saying there's a chance. Go on, brother. Go for it or don't. We've got 9, 12, or you can just do 12. Try and remove our Robin and leave this face up. That's going into Brule. Where's this going, brother? No. No thanks. Cool, so he does chicken out of lethal at the last moment. Totally fair. We've got 7 with this. This is going to be 7 at base. We've got 3 swings. We need them all to go through. So ideally we need to swing 9 with this first one. If we do 9 here, we can then do... No, we can't do 9, 11, 11. Damn. Damn. Feels bad. We've been called a name. What a time to be alive. I think I'm going to go 9, and then we'll split. We'll split with this. So we got, what, 10, 10? It's not bad. 10, 10. Oh, no, this can buff by 2, can't it? 11 takes it up to 7. Yeah, we can do 11, 11. That's guaranteed. Genius. Oh, he blocked anyway. We didn't need to do 11, but we did it anyway. What a time to be alive. Buff this up. And then, yeah, 11. Cool. No ramp. GG's, well played to our opponent. It was a close one against the buggy there. He definitely made a couple mistakes, but hey, we'll take it. It's my first game of the morning. Yeah. Alright, well, this is the Robin list, if you want to take a quick look. This is the list I'm working with at the minute. The idea is you just want to ramp to this, and then play this after the Katakuri, because this offsets the Don -2 to make it just Don -1. You can also just trash like random cards to Oh, hey Philip, I missed your message earlier. Sorry. Yeah, you can just trash like random cards to get the dons back that you lose with this as well. And just seven banish is good, right? 7 banish is inherently very good. So that's the idea anyway. It's possibly turn streamer mode on. What do you mean? Do you mean on the sim? Is that in the settings? I mean, I can do this. I can hide players' names, but I don't know. I don't really care to. Everyone's just named Pirate anyway. Everyone's just named Pirate. Right, let's get rid of this. See if this has started yet. Is this started? It's starting. It's starting. Doesn't look like the game started yet. Ah, it's all good. All good. I don't care about people posting like cringe comments. It doesn't bother me. Me and the homies have called each other much worse. It's all love. What's this? Season 1. Here's some stats. So what are you guys looking for from OP12? What are you excited for? I'm really looking forward to Kuzan. You know I love the Navy. Hoping to play quite a lot of Kuzan. He seems pretty good. He seems pretty good. Zoro seems insane though. Not gonna lie. Green Zoro just seems like bonkers, man. Some of the cards they gave that access to. That Tashigi that's just a rare. I can't believe that Tashigi's a rare. Like, that effect is like a secret rare level. It's insane. It's just like, does everything. Gives you dons, rests a dude. And the fact it hits original cost as well is brutal for like decks like Koala. Because Koala's got all these big guys. They all become 8. Oh, we got the stats. We got blue, purple Luffy, number 1 ball of surprise. Green Zoro, green, purple Luffy. Red Rayleigh, black Luchi, Bonnie, Teach, that's Shanks Copers. Let's go, fellow Shanks Copers. We got red Zoro, blue Nami, and then in the other 30% we got Enel, Kuzan, blue, purple Sanji, Kid got like 2nd just last weekend, right? That was crazy. I didn't see that one coming. Got BY Nami, UY Nami, purple, yellow. This is Pudding. Pudding? Wow, Pudding actually. That took me a minute. What's this one? Blue, purple. I can't remember. And then Betty down at the bottom is crazy. Betty at the bottom is crazy. I believe this is with the starter deck, without the starter decks. I mean, we don't see any buggy, which I'd presume there'd be at least some buggy with the starter decks. Reiju. Yes, sorry. Good point, good point. Yeah, it's not Croc. Blurple Croc's never making it. He's cooked. Oh, and there's the top. Okay. 7 Luffys. 7 Luffys. We got 2 Blurple Sanji. I hope we get to see some of that. That'd be pretty cool. Got Red Green Smoker. Got Betty. Bonnie, Zoro, green, purple Luffy, and Law. And Luchi. Not bad. A decent spread. Just quite a few blue, purple Luffys. Just 1 or 2. Off meta. Hey, Sanji appears to not be off meta as much as we thought. If the top of this is anything. New pie chart. Yeah. This guy's he's just like the best, right? He's so crazy. You got all these cool counters. But like, it seems like Betty struggles a lot more now. I don't know if, I know Zoro is very popular. I don't know if Zoro is just like a really bad matchup for Betty. I can imagine it would be if they have like the Kuinas. The Kuina just resting down all of your like Ivankovs and Karasus before they get to do anything. Feels kind of bad, and you have to kind of attack the Kuina. So she's also a chump blocker. Feels rough. My Japanese, not very. I tried learning a little bit on one of the language apps. I was doing all right because I was going on a trip to Japan. I learned a few phrases in that, and I learned sort of how to read the characters. It was a while ago now, so I've sort of forgotten half of it, but I can read the characters just about, mostly. Not very. But I'm going back next year in April. I'm super hyped for that. It's the best trip I've ever been on, Japan. Man, it was so sick. It was so sick. You heard Zoro eats Betty alive. Yeah, I can believe it. I haven't played the match at all myself. I don't think we've seen any in these streams. I know we saw a Zoro versus a Rayleigh a while back. No, it was Zoro versus Zoro. Zoro versus Red Zoro. But the green Zoro wasn't playing Kuina, I believe. Which makes the matchup a lot worse. Because you have 4 less ways to rest and remove their dudes. Which is pretty rough. Could have probably played another game, but it's nice to talk about the meta at least. We'll make this big. Oh, that's not ideal. Oh, here they are. Here's the gang. What are we playing? Well, we got Bonnie. Okay, that's interesting. I don't think this is with starter deck, so this is just with They play the Mihawk now, right? Everyone plays the Mihawk. That Mihawk's ridiculous. Just kind of does everything. It's massive 8 cost. Blue Yellow Namis, I don't think there was in the top cut, unfortunately. There was a few in the extras tab so it was kind of low play rate, but I don't think any made top cut. Or did one make top cut? Did I forget? We could probably go back. No, none in top cut. None in top cut, I'm afraid. Yeah. Let's make this live again. Oh, we're seeing Sanji. I'm excited for this. I've seen some Sanji gameplay. I've played into a few. But it never seems to... I don't know. The list I've been playing into never seemed to cook me. I've not lost to him yet. But I'm excited to see what this guy's doing. Because this is clearly a very good player. He's able to take this all the way to the top cut. I mean, it's a Gum Gum Giant, right? You think... which screen? This screen? Is that better? Is that better? You went in February. Oh, man. Where did you go? Did you just do, like, the classic Tokyo, Kyoto? Or Osaka? Or did you go anywhere else? Alt leader last weekend. Oh, the Blue Yellow Nami. I think a lot of the price of the Blue Yellow Nami is coming from just the fact that it's Nami, right? I mean, look at the OPO3 Nami. People don't even really like that deck. It has its fan base, but most people don't like that deck. But the fact that it is Nami, which means that, you know, people like to collect it, all the Kumas. How's your phone? No worries, man. 38 events. That's whack. That is crazy. Okay, he's got Jozu. He's got the pudding. This is a good card. This pudding searches the top 4 for any Sanji or event. We've got the new Sanji. This guy gets 1,000 extra power for every 5 events in your trash. And if he will be removed by an effect, you can just do Dom -1 instead. What a treat. Got the new search event. That's pretty cool. And, oh, look at this new alt art of the 0 cost. I really hope we get this. This looks sick. I'm not going to lie, man. This 0 cost here, super, super clean. Got Carrot. I imagine Carrot would be pretty good into Sanji. Just to freeze all their little dudes. Kid might also be pretty strong here. So yeah, nothing too crazy from either of the players to start out. Only one event from Sanji's might be a little tough, but he's got the pudding to do a search. Wano Nami. Hey, I've been thinking about Wano Nami. I've been waiting for the new Ace and Newgate starter deck though, because the Odin's Wano, right? So that seems like a really important piece. But if you're cooking already, happy days. Oh, cold can of Red Bull. It's too early for that, Philip. I do have some down here. It's too early though. We're going to see him start. Looks like he's getting the birth burst off the event. Makes sense. I doubt we'll see him use it this turn, but that'll be a nice play for next turn. Just do Dom -1 to draw a couple cards. Yeah, Tokyo, Osaka, and Kyoto. Yeah, very nice. Oh, you've got to do it. I mean, Tokyo's like, that's the place, right? They're so just different to everywhere else I've been. The only place that even comes somewhat close is just New York, because it's the same sort of level of built up, but it's a totally different culture. I love Tokyo. It's brilliant. I didn't get to do much in Kyoto because there was a typhoon on... We were there for like 3 days, and 2 days got typhooned, so we couldn't go anywhere, which was a real bummer. But it was great fun nonetheless. We're going to see the Bonnie take their first hit. What do we get there? Get a 9-cost Zoro. 3-cost Sanji comes down, hits the board running. Able to beat Luchi and Kobe with Nami. Hey, that's pretty good, actually. That's pretty good. And a Yamato. Hey, nice one. Did you have anything super spicy in your deck? Were you playing the 6-cost Momo, Shmep? Can see 5 into Sanji. He's going to take... Gets a Kaya. Okay. And then we see the Chigi come down. Prevent any removal. Sanji does play quite a lot of removal. He plays like the Jet Culverin. Birth Burst can also do a bit of removal. See the Reiju there? That Reiju, once you've got 4 events in your trash, she gets plus 2,000 power and plus 5 cost. And she's a blocker. Just massive unit. I think that card could see decent experimentation in other decks as well. It honestly seems pretty good. Shimotsky from ST09. I've got to pull that up. I don't know what that card does. ST09. Oh, this one. I have seen this one. Yeah, you can, when attacking, you take a life and play a Wano character with a cost of 4 or less. That's pretty cool, actually. That's kind of smart. You can play out all your Kikunojos and such. Birth Burst going to bounce back that Shigi. Just for the Don -1. Then we're going to swing 5, resting that Sanji down. That Sanji likely to now get frozen by the carrot for eternity. But if you can find the removal of the player on the right, maybe we can remove the carrot. We do have the Jozu in hand, so that's pretty decent. And then we're going to see the Reiju come down. Reiju comes down, very nice. So that Reiju not online just yet, but once you have those events, so big. So big. 7k blocker. 4. I mean, it's like the chopper blocker in RG Smoker, right? It's in how nuts that is. 5 to lead. Looks like you're thinking about countering with the Kaya. Or the Sanji. Does give the Sanji there. I like that he's separating his trash into events and no events. Makes it easier for me to keep track of what's going on. We do see the pass over there. So what have we got? 6 Don. 7 Don. Yeah, 7 Don. Looks like, I imagine we'll see the Jozu come down. You can pick up the pudding and get rid of that carrot. Because that carrot sticking on the board is going to be a massive thorn in this guy's side. It's just brutal, right? Constantly freezing the 7. The little 3-cost Sanji just never gets to swing. He's also got 1 Don that he could use for the event. But he's got to be careful, right? Because his blocker can get rested by the leader effect. Slightly frustrating. We're going to see 5 at lead. He's going to rest down the leader, presumably. Wait, what? I don't know what happened there. Can't lie, I'm not sure what happened there. Did he take it back? I think he might have just took the action back. And we're going to see the Jozu picking up that pudding to bounce the carrot, as I thought. Using the Luffy's the man to become the king of the pirates. Going to let him search the top 3 for any card. It doesn't have to show his opponent as well. Because when you're taking any card, well, your opponent knows it's a card. So you don't have to prove what it is. We do see the 5. Okay, looks like he just changed his mind on what he wanted to attack with. He wanted to attack with the leader to get the Don ramp. Seems sensible. And then we've got 1 Don open. Are we going to play out the pudding again, potentially? Get another search. You've got to imagine. Oh, no, he's going with the Kaya. Okay, going with the Kaya. Not bad. And we do see Birth Burst there. And is that a Gum Gum Giant? Yes, he's got 2 Gum Gum Giants. It wouldn't be a current meta without Gum Gum Giant. Is taking back actions legal? It's legal if your opponent allows you to. So if your opponent, if you say, can I take that back? And your opponent goes, yeah, no problem. If your opponent says no, well, you can't. Unless there was some kind of issue there, I'm not sure. But I think he just took it back. I can't see why he wouldn't have been able to swing with the Ray. But yeah, if your opponent's a homie, then yeah, you can take it back. Bonnie's eyeing up their options. They can just play down that carrot again. Freeze one of these dudes. Yeah, it did to me too. But takes a birth burst off the life there. I'm sure he's going to play one of those next turns to get a bit of a draw. Does freeze the Sanji once again. Looks like he froze the Sanji anyway. Rosinante comes down. Yep, froze the Sanji. But this Sanji player's board is getting a little wide now. Just that one turn, bouncing back that carrot, has kind of slowed this Bonnie down. And they've got 2 9-cost Zoros in hand, which is not great in this matchup, because Sanji does play Red Rock. And they've got a lot of search. So you best believe they're going to get that Red Rock. Is that another Jozu? Man, that's gross. Get that carrot out of here. Get a gun. This carrot's just jumping in and out. What a time to be alive. Birth Burst, going to draw a couple cards. Very nice. See what we get there. Kaya and a Jet Culverin. Not bad. Jet Culverin able to bottom deck an original cost of 4. And because it's 3 Don and Straw Hat, you can play it with your leader's effect. What a time to be alive. He's going to attack 7 with the Jozu. Leader is going to rest the Reiju. And then we're thinking about whether to take this 7 or not. I think we're going to see Kid come down at some point here. But he's got to be so careful of Red Rock, right? Red Rock's just the best way of dealing with Kid. And because he wasn't able to stick that to Shigi earlier, there's no anti-removal tech on the board. Like, he's got the Rosie, but Sanji doesn't operate in KOs. We are going to see 7 more at lead. Ramping 1 back, very nice. He's got 1 Don open for his Gum Gum Giant, should he need it. I kind of doubt he ever does this turn, unless he's going to go with Kaya again, which is a real possibility. Getting more cards in the trash, always nice. And he does have 5 events in the trash now, so that 3-cost Sanji on the board is swinging for 6. Looks like the Bonnie player is going to commit to this Kid game plan, which is reasonable. I think he still has the Chigi in hand, so he could go with the Kid here, put 1 Don on the Kid, use the Kid's effect to play out the Chigi. But as we can see, he's got the Jet Culverin and the Red Rock, which is just like the killer combo. You bottom deck the Chigi with your leader effect, and then you can Red Rock the Kid. So it's never safe. I think you should wait for Nami leader. It's like $60. 60 doesn't seem too bad, honestly. 60 doesn't seem too bad, because it's Nami, right? We've not really seen an Nami leader for a long time now. It does go with the play that I suspected. Goes with the Kid, goes with the Chigi, but we've got the answer as the Sanji player here. We've got the Jet Culverin and the Red Rock. So that Kid is gone. Assuming that's the play he goes for. You might see him use 1 Don first, just to kind of get value out of the Don -1, so that he's used the Don. Does just check Rosie. I think he's checking it's only on KO, but it is only on KO. And we don't deal in our KOs. Yeah, it's a really nice looking card as well, that Nami. That Nami looks clean. Very, very clean. You could also see him just play the Jet Culverin 4-3 Don here, to be fair. Just play it 3, get rid of the Chigi. Then you can use the Don -1 a little bit later to use the Birth Burst. But no, you're just going to use it first, get rid of that Chigi. Lovely jubbly. Get him gone, and then you're going to see the Red Rock come down, no doubt in my mind. 6, yeah, look at that alt Red Rock. Get rid of the Kid. This guy's been cooking this Bonnie play. I'm not gonna lie. He just had the answers. This Jozu might be the move. I've not seen that much Jozu in Sandy. I've seen it a couple times, but I'm convinced. I'm convinced. Being able to bounce all your searches as well is really, really nice. Both the Kaya and the Pudding being bounceable, because you don't play that many characters, so playing them out always felt a little bit weird because you lose the counter, and so much of your counter is focused on events. Having more of these Kayas as well is pretty good. He's got at least 3, presumably full playset at 4. We're going to see 7 at lead, resting down that Reiju. Sanji, not quite at 7 yet, needs 3 more events in the trash for him to go to 7. We do see 2k, 1k there. We can see 7 more with Jozu. Look, it looks like he's eyeing up the 0 cost, but it's looking not great for this Bonnie player. I can't lie. Those 9 cost Zoros are not doing a lot in his hand right now. It's a little tough. Just that carrot being constantly bounced. It's a little blurry, isn't it? That's better, I think. Yeah, that carrot being constantly bounced is tough to deal with, man. That's so tough. The double Josus. Sheesh. Yeah, he could go with the 0 cost. Looks like he's going to go to 0. Like, okay, interesting. So we can see 2 more 7s here come down for the Sanji player if he wants to go for it. He is going to go for a 7. We've got 2 blockers for Bonnie, so Bonnie's not going to die. But he's got to be careful here. He's got to be so careful. We do see 1 more 7. Sanji's going to commit to not holding any Dons up. I think that's smart. He's definitely on the front foot. There's no way for this Bonnie player to kill him, even if he's got Hody Jones, because that Rosie only has 1k power. I mean, he's got the counter anyway. He's got 2 2ks and a 0 cost, so this Bonnie player needs another kid. I don't believe they have it. Don't believe they have it. That Jet Culverin plus Red Rock combo, absolutely brutal. Absolutely brutal. Yeah, double carrots. What's that on the left? Is that a killer block? I think that's a killer blocker on the far left of the hand. Got a Chishigi, 2 a Rouge. I'm not seeing it. He can dump a load of blockers, I guess, but I'm not really getting anywhere, is the problem. Hey, I'm hyped to see Blue Purple Sanji doing well. Seems like less event-focused, this build, right? A lot of the builds I've been seeing just have so many events. But this guy has more characters than I'm used to seeing. Certainly having like the Jozu and the Kaya and the Pudding Searcher and the Sanji 2k. Like, they're all cards that you don't always see. Lucy 5 going to counter with one of those Kayas. And then he's got options. Is he just going to play the 9 cost Zoro? I mean, I guess that says I'm going to win next turn, you're going to win this turn, but I think he is going to win this turn. I don't see a way for this Bonnie player to survive, not with the current hand. But he is just going to slam the Zoro and pass. But with 1 blocker. And what's this? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7k. Doesn't seem great. What do we see on the top deck? We do see the Gum Gum Giant. Now we could quite reasonably just do Dom -1, Birth Burst, bounce that Rosinante back to hand, and then swing in very large. But we're going to start with 7, get the value. He can't really afford to block here anyway. Does just rest down the Reiju. Seems reasonable. And then we're going to give 2k, 1k. Then, yep, we're going to see Dom -1. Play on that Birth Burst. Bounce the Rosie back to hand. And that'll be the game. Well played to both these players. Sanji doing it already. That's crazy. Yeah, big Jozu. Big up Jozu. Look at that. Well played. Winner Sanji. What a time to be alive. Hey, I've been meaning to do a Sanji video. Maybe when we get this guy's list. I'll finally return to Sanji. Oh, clapping indeed. That was cool. That was a good game, actually. Sanji just able to remove everything. It was playing like a control deck, which is pretty sick. So, yeah. It's pretty cool. You see some different cards as well, right? Birth Burst and Culverin. Both really nice for getting rid of those low-cost things. And then having that Jet Culverin Red Rock combo for the kid. Crazy stuff. But well played to these players. So we should have a little bit of a break now. Probably got time for 1 game of Robin. And I'll keep an eye on this. We'll do 1 game of Robin. We'll do 1 game of Robin. What do you guys think about that game? That's pretty good, right? That's pretty good. Let me shrink this down so I can watch it. Yeah, nice. Don't need that. Here we are. Sure, let's take a purple black Luffy. Why not? We'll take first. Yeah, it was cool. I'm not going to lie. Sanji did a lot more than I was expecting. I was not expecting him to do that well. This is a pretty nice curve. Yeah, let's keep this. I I don't know what I would have bet on at the start of the game. I'm not going to lie, but it was cool to see Sanji doing well. I'm pleased with that. Sanji's a really unique deck. He gets the Robin. We've got a Mr. 2 there. And I think I will play out the Soul. We'll attack in with the Banish. Trash this. Game on. No, I'm playing OP11 Robin at the minute. So no Kuma. But Kuma does seem really good for the deck. Oh shit, we're getting revealed cards. We're getting card reveals. No, sorry brother. Concede. Ah. Wrong window. Go to this. No, I'm messing up. Why can't I bring this back up? Ah, there it is. We're getting a 6-cost lore. 6-7. Ooh, my Japanese is not good enough for this one, chat. Technical difficulties averted. 6. What does this do? 6-7. Does anyone speak Japanese? Maybe I can pull out the translator on my phone. I forgot they do card reveals in these. We should probably just watch this and forget the Robin gameplay. Translate. Camera. Oh, there's the altar. That altar looks pretty sick. So once this character, when this character leaves the field due to an opponent's effect, you can give this character minus 2,000 power for the turn. So that's very similar to the 5/6 ace. Yeah, once per turn, when he is removed by an effect, you can give him -2 instead. And then on attack, one of your opponent's characters gets -2,000 for the turn. So he gives a -2k when he attacks. And what types is he? He's Punk Hazard, Warlords of the Sea, and Heart Pirates. Punk Hazard, Smoker support? Oh, maybe Caesar support. Caesar support? Yeah, VV support as well, I suppose. That's pretty good, actually, you know? Yeah, well, when attacking, give -2, and then he's got anti-removal protection once per turn. You can give him -2k power. Pretty good. Seems pretty decent. Excited to give that a go in, like, I don't know, probably like Caesar, VV. I mean, I don't think you'd play this in Smoker. But, yeah, I mean, an actual card for Caesar. That boy got screwed. That Caesar got screwed by the set. Well, like, no SRs was crazy. RP law support? I respect it. I respect it. Caesar can bounce it. Does that work, though? If he doesn't pick up a character, he wouldn't get... Ooh, we got another one. Let's get rid of this. Go on. Kobe support. So, in your opponent's turn, if your leader has the Navy type, this character gets plus 1,000 power. So, it becomes a 4/6. Fine. When attacking, KO one of your opponent's characters with an original power of 3,000 or less. Then, if you have 6 or less cards in your hand, draw a card. That seems really good, right? Unless this translating app is wrong. When attacking, KO a 3k, and then draw a card. That seems insane. It's like 3-cost Brook, right? Except it draws a card. This is also sword type, so in the Kobe leader, you do gain rush against characters, which is pretty cool. This works like really well with things like Otama, the doll blocker. Any other power down you can think of. Yeah, that seems insane for Kobe. More VV support, says Schmep. You a VV enjoyer? Yeah, good red cards. What a time to be alive. Oh, it's original 3k. Damn, that's a lot worse than I thought. Good point for that. Good point. Base 3k. Shit, that's a shame. I guess you can only kill chump blockers. For a card, though. I imagine we might see... some copies of this in there. It's another good 4-Don play, right? It's another good forlorn play. Can remove chump blockers. There's quite a few low power units as well at the minute. That you could KO, I guess. And drawing cards is cool. That is a nice ult as well. It's definitely be one I need to get for my Navy collection. I've been collecting all the Navy cards, like SRs and above. It's getting expensive. I haven't got any of the tournament promos yet. Yeah, that Kobe's sick. That ult looks really good, man. I've not got this far in the show yet, but I've seen him, like, well, I'd say saving Garp. Not really. Garp saves him and then Garp gets wrecked. But, yeah, Kobe seems pretty cool. Oh dear. Oh dear. Scary times ahead. What does this one do? So 6/7, Thriller Bark, and Warlords of the Sea. On play, if your leader has the Thriller Bark Pirates type, play a character with a cost of 4 or less, rest from your trash as rested. Then, give 1 rested Don to your leader or a character. Actual Moria support. Also Perona support. But actual Moria support. This like paying for half your leader effect. Seems pretty good. Yeah, it's like a mini Moria. Like, the old Moria was way too broken. He needed to go, but this one seems much more balanced. 6/7 stat line, much easier to deal with. And doesn't summon 2 units, just summons 1. And it's leader locked. Which is what a lot of people suggested. Oh, that looks sick. Look at this. Look at the zombies. This is a zombie that Luffy was pushing back in the ground, right? That looks awesome, man. Oh, I'm looking forward to playing some more Moria. Surprised there wasn't a promo that had you trash 3 cards. I'm sick of the promos, man. I'm sick of promos in general. Just print the cards in the sets. Or at least give us the promos in a reasonable time frame. So many decks have been just like gimped by promo cards. But yeah, this seems good. I mean, summons any 4 cost or less as well. It's not type locked. So, I mean, you can summon Rebecca, but she comes in rested, so it's not crazy. But yeah, it seems pretty good. I'm hyped to give this a go. I don't think this is crazy, but does seem good. Does seem pretty good. The ult's clean, man. Yeah, these are PRBO2 so far. PRBO2. We're getting new cards in the set. I'm here for that as well. That's pretty sick. Yeah, at least so far. We had one OP13 card. That was the Ace and Sabo and Luffy. That was revealed like, yo, this is my age. Are we going to get an up? This is the 3rd one, right? So we're going to get a manga of all of these. Did Luffy have one? His 1 cost event was Gum Gum Giant. That'll be interesting. Is there going to be a manga Gum Gum Giant? Because we've had the Cross Guild. We've had the Come On We'll Fight You. Now we've got the This Is My Age. Gum Gum Giant? If they print a manga event of that card is never getting banned. This looks awesome though. Look how clean this looks. I love these manga style events. So good. It is searches so far, but it's also their 1 cost event. Every Yonko in set 9 had a 1 cost event. And yeah, Luffy's wasn't a searcher, but I don't know. I don't know. How do you feel about a ban of Giant? I'm very mixed on it because the meta at the moment genuinely feels very open. Blue Purple Luffy's obviously very good, but you see so many decks do well. I mean, last week we saw like Rayleigh and Kid in Japan, and over in the West we've seen all sorts doing well. So low key, I'm not sure this meta's that bad. I really do like this meta. It's better than when it was just Luchi and BY. That was boring. Manga Gum Gum Giant would be pretty sick. You can use this to get to Hiyori. Oh, that's a good point, actually, Levi. You can use the Moria to summon Hiyori, and then Hiyori swap out for Ryuma. That's pretty cool. Perona Bros were so back. 9 Mums worse. Yeah, it's an interesting. Okay, now we're in the intermission. Yeah, 9 Mums pretty obnoxious. The fact that it hits so many key cards at 6 is pretty rough. Set 7 was fun. I did enjoy set 7. The BY and Luchi sort of got a bit stale for me, sort of towards the end. And what was it, like set 8 was sort of the last BY and Luchi meta. Were they both good in set 9? I forget when Moria got banned. It was after set 9, right? I don't know. I was getting a bit bored of BY versus Luchi. No, Giant didn't get banned. We were talking about whether or not they're going to print a manga-style event of Giant, because we just saw a manga-style event of the This Is My Age, and we've already had the Cross Guild and the Come On We'll Fight You. So that's like the fourth one of the set. So Moria ban was, yeah, I think it was, yeah, it was, you're right. Because it was at Worlds, which was set 9? I don't know. Anyway, it's long gone now. I guess we can switch back to Robin now. Yeah, we lost that game. I just left. Set 10 was like a week or two. Sure. Yeah, I could see a 9-cost Sanji ban. I wouldn't be too upset with that, I can't lie. It feels like when Blue Purple Luffy's playing 1 9-cost or 8-cost, it's fine. It's when they get like the Sanji on curve that it's really brutal. It's really brutal. Many card sets reflected in manga versus where the anime is. I believe we're getting an Emu leader in set 13. I think that was revealed or leaked a while back. I don't know anything about Elbaf cards just yet, though. I think they'll probably wait for Elbaf to finish before that, but who knows? Elders would be cool as well. Oh, did you guys see the new starter deck thing? There's a new starter deck coming out, a new Egghead-themed starter deck, which is pretty cool. Samurai posted about it, I think. Maybe. It might be Vegapunk support. Here it is. Here it is. Let me pull this up. Yeah, here. There's Orange Samurai. Big up Orange Samurai. He's a legend. Posts all the info. Yeah, we're getting ST29 in January. I assume this is January in the East, though. So it will probably be even later. And look who's getting a leader. We've not had many of these. I've been really hoping for a new Luffy leader. Think Blue Purple need a ban? I don't think the leader needs a ban. But it'd be interesting to see if they do address anything when OP13 comes out. So I don't think we're going to see any bans during OP12. I think they've committed. If there's going to be a ban, it's going to be in OP13. So what I was going to do is we could take a look at the Egghead cards, see? Because I know some of them work with only Vegapunk. But some of them work just if your leader is Egghead. Yeah, right, this guy, the trigger gives your Egghead leader plus 2k. And they were clearly thinking about this all the way back in set 7. They're like, what cards do we want to lock to Egghead? And what cards do we want to lock to specifically Vegapunk? Because like all these scientists, their trigger plays are if your leader is Vegapunk. But the Frankie's obviously unlocked. Yeah, it's the Vegapunk forms are all locked. Is there anything else that's just Egghead? Not that. Yeah, the Robin. Yellow, purple. It is our last color of Luffy. I'm kind of hoping for mono yellow or like, I don't know, yellow. I don't know what else you combo with Egghead though. They're all just yellow. Yeah, all these other ones, all the Straw Hat Crew ones, like this, the Brook, where you can force your opponent to trash cards. Sanji, where you can get a heal. This isn't leader locked. Is this? No, this isn't leader locked. But it only plays scientists. Yeah, yellow-purple would be interesting. I mean, we've got Robin, right? We've got purple, yellow, Robin. But that sort of more plays around Banish than anything else. But yeah, it seems like all the all the bad Egghead triggers are the ones that are leader locked to just Egghead. And all the scientists are just the ones that are locked to Vegapunk himself. I wonder if it's worth picking up any of these. Probably this. Of course, you don't get the trigger. This is still a 3/5 searcher. Like, this is probably worth getting 4 copies of. Can't imagine a non-Vegapunk named Egghead leader being good. Yeah, we really need to see what's in the deck. But they did say the deck's going to be strong out the box, so who knows? Who knows? How's the regional doing? No, we're still in the waiting room. That's fine. We'll minus this out. But yeah, I mean, even just the Egghead, like, the Egghead cards are good. It's just, they kind of need the trigger plays, right? But with this guy's pretty good. Yeah, anyway, it's enough of that. Let's play, I'm going to change the 2Ks to Frankies, the Kamazos. Yeah, let's get rid of these. Frankie. I think the Frankie's just better. The Kamazo has never come up, and this has a trigger, so you can trash it. Seems reasonable. If the ability is on, instead of on play, you use the trigger. That could be cool. Yeah, leader has effects off. Yeah, I wonder if you... That would be pretty cool. Activate main, maybe tap 1, then activate the trigger of a card from your hand, or something. That could be pretty sick, actually. That's an interesting idea. That's an interesting idea. What do we got here? I'd like to play into a Luffy deck. Some kind of Luffy. Yeah, we'll take this one. Make up for the purple-black Luffy game we didn't play earlier. This is a decent curve. We don't have Kata. Listen to this is fine. Yeah, it's fine. We'll go with it. We'll go. They're not going to think too hard anyway. We're just waiting for the CS. It's not confirmed yellow, but I'd be very surprised if it wasn't yellow. Shmap. Do you mean does Saul help Robin? I'm not convinced it does. It's a sick... The fact that it's a brick. Drawing 2 cards is... What the heck is that? Okay. Okay, interesting. The fact that it's a brick, I think, really sucks. Because drawing 2 cards is cool. But, yeah. Having another brick in your deck when you're already playing quite a lot of bricks, it's a little tough. I did see someone playing a YouTube build with it, but I don't think I saw them play the Saw once. They just trashed it for leader effect. So, you know, we're going to take this, obviously. Oh, that's really, really good. That's really, really good. We've got a solid curve here. This is a solid, solid curve. So what we can do here is 5 of this, ramp up. He'll probably take this one. If he counters this, that would be crazy, because he'd have to counter this as well now. Yeah, I don't know about that one. I'm going to go 5. We're on 7. We're going to go to 9. I don't mind ramping again, but I don't think we need to. I'd rather keep the counter. But yeah, I feel like taking that was fine. He's going very low on cards. Wow. We're going to trash his life anyway. Black Sanji gone. What a treat. The Saul stat line sucks as well, right? It's 6-6. It's like, oh, it's... They've done Robin so dirty with the dedicated support. Like, this card's cool. This card's cool, but it's nothing like... Okay, this guy is cooking. This guy is cooking. I'm seeing it. I mean, I don't know if I like it, but I'm seeing it. He might be about to cook us. 5 on 5. I'll take one more. So we're going to block her up here. I mean, Ice Age is banned, right? Ice Age is banned, right? I'm tempted to do 8 banish. You know, with the use the Olvia. I don't think so, though. I think I'm just going to go 6 banish. No effect. I'm not going to swing this as well. I'm not going to swing this because I don't... Wow, he lets it go, though. That means he can't counter this 6. We probably should swing this, then, in that case. Yeah. Yeah, I'll take the risk. I'll give him 1 extra card if he wants to take. He does. Go this, end the turn. Ramp 1. This card's just so broken. I love playing this card, man. This Kata is just ridiculous. Just does everything. How's the stream? Oh, we're back. We're back. We're back. Yeah, we're going to have to stop the game. Sorry, Pirate. Lots of numbers. Duty calls. Round 2. We got Green Zoro. Okay, Green Zoro. We don't seem to have much time in between. Maybe we won't play more games. Maybe we could build a deck next time. That takes a little bit less time. We're so back. What's he playing against? Is it more Sanji? Zoro versus Sanji would be pretty funny. The crew battle. Luchi, okay. Well, Zoro has a bit of a protection, right? You got the Koshiro that can protect your 5-cost or lower slash trait characters. And he's got the Shigi. I'm pretty interested to see how this matchup goes. I've no experience of Luchi and Zoro. I've played next to no Luchis in OP11 as well. Luchi seems like dead in the West. Because of, I guess it's buggy. Like, you have an auto loss into buggy, you have an auto loss into teach. The blue-purple Luffy matchup was really a bit dodgy. You're relying on that Tenzan build. And also kind of relying on your opponent. Not seeing Red Rock. But, yeah, we're going to see this matchup here. I think the Tashigi, the 5-cost Tashigi, is going to be really important. Just for resting down. Wow, that hand from the Zoro player looks shocking. That is absolute ass. Bro, we've got the double Luna, double I'm Invincible. And a 2k. That was terrible. Poor guy. Thank God for mulligans. I play games without mulligans. It feels so bad. It feels so bad. We obviously see Zoro going first. So if we see Forzan on 4, the Zoro player, getting that 5-cost Chigi on curve, going to be pretty important. Able to rest down that 4-cost Kuzan. Give 3 dons and you can swing 8 into it. Demand that the Luchi has 2Ks. Which often they don't. We are going to see them setting up. I'm excited to see what's in this Zoro deck. Because you see some different builds now and again. But the Dead Man's Game just nullifying Rebecca seems pretty good as well. Do you see Cavendish? I didn't see any Shigis. Shigi seems pretty important for this matchup. Players are setting up their lives just now. We've got a... Oh, he's coming in. Okay, we do have the Shigi. That 5/7 to Shigi, man, that card's cracked. The card is absolutely cracked. 5/7 on play, give your leader 3 rested dons, and then you can rest an original cost 6 or less character. And we do see the Forzan. No 2Ks, so that Forzan's going to be very, very hard to protect. Although we do have the Cobra. So that could actually be pretty reasonable. You could see that come down on 2. Then the Forzan come down on 4. And then the Cobra can protect the Forzan from the effect. That could be pretty good. We do also have the Koshiro in the Zoro player's hand, which I imagine he might play on 3. But is then weak to Brook, because it's only 2 cost. Opening turns of this game are going to be very decisive, I think, just here. We do see 1 Don passed from Zoro. Luchi going to draw. 2 Don, draws a Jack. I imagine we'll see that Cobra come down. That Cobra on play, just mills, just 1 card. But gets your trash going. Mills a Tempest Kick. Not the best card to mill. We do see another Koshiro draw from the Zoro player. We may just see the Koshiro come down and a swing of 6. He may decide to not Koshiro. But, yeah, it's interesting. If he doesn't Koshiro, the Tashigi is going to be very vulnerable. After that Forzan is protected by the Cobra. Just going to go 8, though. Doesn't value the Koshiro. I'm going to just go 8. Luchi's going to take for sure. We do see the take. Get another Man Sherry. Yeah, that Cobra being on the board, enabling him to protect the Forzan. That's going to be big, because now that Forzan's going to be able to remove the Chigi super easy. Yep, we do see 5 milling 2. Hina and Tenzan. Not terribly useful. Hina in the trash is always nice, though. We did see a Dead Man's Game there. No trigger on that. That new Dead Man's Game event, able to rest down 2 of any combination of characters and dons. Like a little Hody Jones. And we do now see the Forzan come down. But like I say, it's going to be tough, because that Cobra can protect it from the Chigi. So whilst I think the Chigi is probably still the optimal play, we do have the Kuina as well. We do have the Kuina. We could go with that first. I don't think it really helps, though. I imagine we're going to see both of those played in sort of... Okay, we just see 5. So you go with Cavendish and Koshiro. That's pretty cool. The Koshiro able to protect the Cavendish from KO. Okay, interesting. Good place. I like it. That's a good line. Because now the unless the Luchi player can remove the Koshiro first, can never remove that Cavendish. Looks like he draws a Brook. Or we can do it, right? Yeah, you can swing 5 lead, -1 the Koshiro. Brook, KO that. Swing with the Zan, minus the Cav. And then -1 the yeah. That works. That does work actually. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Double Brook is brutal there. It's exactly what he needed to get rid of this combo from the Zoro player. Man. Luchi never dies. So this leader's had so many cards banned. I think Whitebeard back in the day had more cards banned. But other than that, Luchi's had the most cards banned of any deck. And he's still just really good. What round is this? This is the top 8. This is the top 8. Last round was top 16. This is the top 8. And then we'll have 2 more rounds after this. They only stream the top cut in Japan. A little bit of a shame. Brook gonna bring down and KO that Koshiro. And then 3 more Dons for a second Brook, that EVO1 Brook. So powerful. It's able to remove everything. And just like that, the Zoro's board's gone again. And that Cobra is still on the board. That Cobra is just putting in work. Putting in crazy work. Really tough spot here now for the Zoro player. Nothing on the board. Does have that Mihawk. Can't drop it this turn. Best he can do this turn is drop Tashigi. That Cobra just being a blocker there that's tough. That's tough. You need Zoro to lose. Are you planning to play Zoro, silly? Sorry, I mean, Zoro's very good, right? It's only really Cavendish. Or are you in the East? Yeah, it's only really Cavendish you can buy in advance, right? Indeed you are. What a time to be alive. 5 Don for that Shigi. Going to give 3 Don to Zoro leader. See what he rests down. I guess because the Kuzan is already tapped, you don't need to rest it anymore. So he can rest the Cobra and at least get the removal on the Kuzan. But reduction's very easy to come by for Luchi, right? We can see the Laboon in his hand. We can see the Rebecca. And he does have a Hina in the trash. So reduction's not the issue. This Luchi's kind of just got a brutal board. You have 2 playsets of everything. That's crazy. Money bags over here. We do see the Zoro restand. We'll probably see the Koshiro come out again, but it's not great, is it? It's just not great. Do see a swing. 4-cost Luchi there. Going to be pretty reasonable. We do see 1 more Koshiro, but with 2 Brooks on the board, kind of doesn't do a lot, not going to lie. We can swing with lead, -1 the Koshiro. Swing with Brook, get rid of it. Then do something as simple as Rebecca Hina. And then swing with the other Brook and remove the Chigi. Pretty scary times. Luchi's always been so good into green, right? Luchi's been always so good into green. Yep, 5 lead, milling a Who's Who and a Tenzan. Game is pretty cheap. Yeah, the game is pretty cheap. There's a handful of cards, mostly from EBO1, that are pretty expensive. But I always market this game to like potential local players as you can build a top deck for $50 if you want. I mean, Betty, Buggy, Teach, all very cheap. You can go more expensive if you want to buy Bon Clays and things like that, but, you know. We do have 8 Don here. If we want to limp swing the 2 Brooks, we could actually play out a Kuzan again, which could be pretty cool. Yeah, EB sets. They just don't have the volume sorted out yet. We do see 5 at lead, getting with that Koshiro. I think the Zoro's days are numbered, you know, here. It's not looking good for our hero. That double Brook turn on 6, that was insane. Yeah, fingers crossed for PRB. I really hope they print the whole of EPO2. All the SRs, man. Even the ones that are like, even some of the mid ones like Viola have more value than most set SRs. It's crazy. 1 Bon Clay a paycheck. I was lucky. I was playing RP Law back when Bon Clay came out. And I had a bit of extra money at the time, so I bought alts. I then sold my alts when they doubled in price. And effectively got the regular arts for free. I was very fortunate. Bon Clay's got to be reprinted. He's like target number 1. Although last time, other than 8 Cat, that was Sabo, and they didn't reprint Sabo in their Infinite Wisdom, which was crazy. Looks like we tapped 4 Don. Not assume we're playing out some kind of reduction. The Boon, Rebecca. Looks like we're going with the Boon. Gonna bring down that Tashigi. Very nice. Yeah, I mean, Bandai's made some strange decisions, though, with the reprints, right? I mean, they reprinted all of the Vinsmokes in PRBO1. It's like, come on, man. We didn't need more Vinsmokes. I like the Reiju deck, but we didn't need this much. And then we're going to see the Mancherry come down. Mancherry here is pretty good. It presents so many obnoxious threats to this Zoro player. I'm not liking his chances here, the Zoro. Oh yeah, Inuarashi. Oh, and Hell's Judgment. Lots of people were playing Hell's Judgment. That card's actually seen more play since the reprint than before it, I think. People didn't get set 6. Yeah, I guess. It's like the Yonji one though, bro. Like, nobody plays Yonji. That guy sucks. That guy sucks. Luchi's just... I think Luchi's still just considering whether or not to play this Mancherry. This is taking him a while here. Or is the Zoro player considering countering? I'm not sure. We're kind of stalled here. I'm not sure what's going on. I think the Zoro player is countering. Yeah, the Zoro player must be still thinking about countering, but it's taking a while. Some of your locals plays Yonji. Wild. You just drew illegally. It doesn't really matter. We're only playing out the Mancherry. Thankfully, no penalties there. Just put the card back. Hey, Justified Villainy. Thanks for watching. Puts back the kick. The Mancherry. Look, what's he going to grab back? Going to grab a 2K? Not bad. Yeah, Luchi is always a good answer. I mean, Green in particular has always really struggled with removal. But yeah, Luchi's, it's just a good deck, right? Hard removal, it's tough to beat. I mean, we saw this deck be, like, if not the best deck in the game, one of the best decks in the game for so goddamn long. It's crazy. We do see the Mihawk come down. Gonna restand 4. That card's nuts as well, that Mihawk. That just seems to be like the new version of Kid. You don't play Kid anymore in pretty much anything, it seems. You just play this instead. And Paradise Waterfall. Seems pretty good. Yes, if you can go the Karina, rest the Cobra. But it's like, what do you remove? If you remove the Laboon, it doesn't have reduction, which is cool. Removing the Brooks doesn't do anything, because there's 2 of them. Removing Mancherry's great, but then you're not addressing any of the removal. And that Mihawk's just basically gone on board. It's so hard. This is a really bad situation for him here. I think you have to take out the Laboon and hope there's no reduction in hand. But like, he sees Mancherry and Hina in trash. That's just so rough. I think you have to take out Laboon. Yeah, and he does. And then maybe go for game next turn. Hope that the Mihawk can survive. We do see the take. Tempest Kick, though. Ooh, how many does he have in trash? Yeah, 4 Don AK blocker. Nice one, bro. And the Paradise Waterfall restanding, it's crazy too, right? It's crazy. We do see Luchi untap all the way up at 10. Gets a Laboon off the top. Oh dear, how many are in trash? I'm dying to know. I'm dying to know. Is it 10? Is Kick live? Tengel's Teach all over again. Man, I'm sick of Teach. That deck's so unfun to play against. Like, it's not broken. It's just not fun. Yeah, we'll see. This Zoro player really needs that Mihawk to survive. Looks like, I'm guessing Tempest Kick is live. Yeah, looks like it's live. I don't know how many cards are in his trash, but he resolved the effect. So, yeah, -3 on the Mihawk, bringing it down to 5. We can just play out the Laboon now, and then drive by it with Brook. Oh, it wasn't live. He didn't have 10 in trash. He didn't have 10 in trash. Ooh, okay. You love playing Teach? You're the villain of your locals, I guess. No shade to anyone playing any decks. It's just not for me. You're also playing Koala. Koala's very, very, like, obnoxious deck, I guess, but it's fun. I do like Koala. And like, at least against Koala, you get to play your cards. Even if you get punished for doing so, you have to take lives. What did I do? I pressed something. I hope everything's okay. I think so. I got excited moving my hands. What are we doing here? We're doing Mancherry now. Yeah, so we failed the reduction on the Tempest Kicks. We didn't have 10 in trash. Looks like we're adding Hina, sending back Tenzan and that. Yeah, I mean, we've still got the removal on the Mihawk, but it's just a little worse now, right? Because you need to play out, what, like the Hina, and then the Kuzan, not Kuzan, the Laboon. But that is -8, which is more than enough. More than enough. We're going to see 5 at lead. Mill, 2, milling a Jack and a Kuz. Where's his -1 going? Presumably on the Mihawk? Yeah, on the Mihawk. Oh, you mean with Koala? Yeah, Koala seems decent. It doesn't seem as good as I think a lot of people, myself included, thought it was going to be. But it definitely seems pretty reasonable. I mean, you've got a really good package in the set. That Hack Blocker. That's like one of the best cards in the deck. Genuinely. It's crazy. It's crazy. We're seeing 5. We're waiting to see what the Zoro player does here. Looks like he's going up countering. Like, you want to block, but because he's got so few cards in hand, if he blocks, he risks the Luchi player just doing like a big swing. Which I don't think the Luchi ever would. But he's thinking, oh, he could. He could do it. He's going to block anyway, though. I think that makes sense. Swinging like 12 here is really risky, because if he can protect it, you've just lost. Which is not great. So going with the hard removal, definitely the better route. You think it'll be Rogue? Yeah, I think Koala will be maybe not as bad as Rogue, but certainly not very popular. I mean, we don't see it doing well in the CSs. I think just your matchups into the the green Zoro and potentially also blue-purple are just kind of tough. Blue-purple, you force them to take their lives. But, yeah, it's still not that great. We do see 4 into the Kuina, bringing down the Mihawk to 6 cost. Kuina's going to go down, of course. The judge is changing the dice. Sure. So that Mihawk costing 6 now. We do only have 1 more reduction on the board. We do see the Rebecca come down. Rebecca going to add back something. Probably play out that Hina. If I had to guess. Do grab Laboon. We need to rest the 4 Don for Rebecca as well. But this is fine. Yeah, there's the Hina. Bring down that Mihawk to 2 cost. Then we do see 4 playing over the top of Hina. For the Laboon, bringing down the Mihawk to 0. And then a limp swing of 4 with the Brook. Going to remove the Mihawk. Very nice. And once again, the Luchi player has removed everything. Yeah, 10 gold Odin Don's pretty base. You don't see a lot of Odin Don enjoyers. I think, does the guy on the left have all ace? No, he's a little variety of Don. But yeah, 10 gold Odin Don's pretty cool. And we obviously see the Zoro player starting their turn. But I don't see how he's going to win this one. Not looking great. He could go Kuina, rest 1. I mean, Dead Man's game rests both, but he just doesn't have enough events. And Luchi player does have some counter. Not a lot, but some. You look at the Odin Dons for your Blue Yellow Army. Yes, that Odin, man. I'm really excited to play a whole bunch of different blue decks once we get that Odin. That seems like a game changer for blue. Not gonna lie. It's a real shame how late that's come out in the West. Like, I really appreciate that we had the starter decks before Japan. That was sick. But, yeah, not having that Odin has really been tough, especially for Blue Yellow Army players, because it's so important. Hand Rip Koala build. I mean, he's already got a good bit of hand rip, right, with the Robin. The 6-cost Robin's pretty good for your hand rip, so being piling more on top of that's not bad. What other hand rip would you go with? Like 6 cost Luffy? I don't know. I mean, you got the Karasu, of course. Karina's going to come down and rest Rebecca. What are we doing the rest of this Don, sir? I presume you're going to take out one of these characters. Maybe the Laboon again. Or at least try to. Swinging big. Swinging big. Okay, large swings. How much? That's a lot. That's 13. 13 where? Did he go 13 face? 13 face is interesting, actually, because if he blocks, it does nothing. So he kind of has to take this. And then I guess next turn he's going to go with the Dead Man's Game and the event. I respect that. I respect that decision. But he doesn't have a lot of counter, so he's very liable to just die. Yeah, green purple Luffy is getting that Dead Man's Game. That's a pretty large buff, you know. Yeah, it's pretty big. Pretty big. I mean, we could see something as simple as like 7-7-7-7 come down. Doesn't look like we're going to see 4 into the Karina. Remove that. I mean, this Luchi player can even play more blockers, right? If you play more blockers, it's going to be so hard for Zoro to deal with all of them, right? It's tough. Negative Hollow and Perona. I was thinking of trying Perona in... Was it Koala that I was playing? I was playing some black deck recently. And I put some Peronas in it. Wasn't working out, but I think it's a neat idea. I think that Perona is a little underrated. Yeah, that's true, actually. Rashomon could have been pretty good. Because you could have removed, like, what? Both Brooks? Or, like, Brook the Boon? But yeah, that's really good into, like, the weenie decks as well. Things like Rayleigh. The Rashomon is a 3-Don event that KOs 2 rested 4s and also can be 3k counter for your leader. I think it's 3 cost. It might be 4 cost. It's the one of the ones where you pay 1 and then tap more. I think it's 3 total. We do see a 9 with Laboon. Large Laboon swing. And then I guess we're going to see another Rebecca come down. Maybe. But that third blocker doesn't really do anything. We're going to take here. We get a Cavendish. Yeah, we do see another Rebecca come down. He's going to probably just grab back a 2k. Can play out nothing. He's going to play over the Brook and then just add the Brook back from hand. Yeah, sure. Just clarifying that to the judges. I think it was pretty obvious. But always good to be sure. But yeah, with all those counters in hand, he's got, what, 2 2Ks, 3 2Ks, and 2 1Ks? This should be over here for the Luchi player, sadly. This should be over. Zoro, he's got the Dead Man's Game, can rest down 2 blockers. He's got the restand event. But it's just not enough, I don't think, here. So we need to Dead Man's Game. That costs 4. The restand event costs 3. So all you can swing is like 8-8. And we know the Luchi can counter an 8. I don't think there's any way for him to survive another turn. No more Mihawks. Tashigi, he's looking at Tashigi. I don't think that's ever the answer. Yeah, Dead Man's Game, going to rest 4, rest the 2 Rebeccas. Cobra doesn't really do anything. Because if he blocks, then the Zoro has battled the character, so it can just restand. We do see 8 at lead. And we are going to see Luchi player giving him 2 2Ks here, and that will be the game. Nothing else for Zoro to do at this point, other than restand. Yeah, well played. GG's. Swing again. He'll take. Why not? Gets a jack. Pass it over. 15 lead. GG's. Well played. Luchi. Can't beat Luchi sometimes, man. Deck's just, it's so inherently strong, especially into these decks that are weak to removal. It's so tough. It is tough. What are we drawing for turn? We're going to draw another jack, sure. We're just seeing the him go through the motions. 15 lead, incredible. We're going to mill 2? No milling 2. Well played to the Luchi player. Yeah, Zoro tried his best. That start, though, that 6-Don turn, where the Luchi player was able to drop double Brooks, that was the turn that changed the game. I thought the Zoro player went with a really intelligent play with the Cavendish into the Koshiro, but it's kind of tough, right? Not being able to stick anything, everything just getting removed immediately. it's bad timing to Luchi when that happens, you know? Yeah, that 6 Don term was just so big. Top draws from the Zoro player. So from the Luchi player, sorry. Yeah, I'm interested to see if this Luchi, what they run into in the next round, right? Because that Sanji seems like it'd be a tough matchup, because if you remove the Sanjis, they just do Don -1. It's like, yeah, you cost them Don, but you don't really get anywhere. And both like the Jet Culverin and the Birth Burst, being able to bounce all those like Kuzans and blockers, seems pretty good. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised either. Luchi's just so strong. I played a lot of Luchi back, a couple sets back. I really enjoyed the deck. It's kind of toxic. People at locals didn't love it, but hey, it is what it is. We'll see if we get any new reveals in this next in-between segment. Oh, looks like we're getting something new. There's another advert for the best coming out end of July in the East. Means that we're going to get the reveals amping up. What's left besides the Luchi? We don't know just yet. I think there's still matches going on. This is live, so we'll get confirmation in a while of what made top 4, I imagine. Oh, reprint of the Dan. OPO2 to Dan. That's an interesting one. I mean, this card was crazy back in the day, right? In Red Zoro and Whitebeard. Was it in Whitebeard? I didn't play back then. I assume so. It was good in RG Law as well. Reprint of that's interesting. We've not seen this card do much for a while. But hey, I mean, it's an old card, right? Any old card getting a reprint is probably good. I expect maybe they thought this would see play in Rayleigh. And I've seen it a couple times, but you don't generally play enough 1-costs. Not a Whitebeard card. Thanks for letting me know. Yeah, I know I've only started in set 6, so I missed the old days. It's a weird one to reprint. The film 2K Luffy from starter deck, was it 16? Look at that. That hollow pattern looks sick though. Look at that, the camera reel. That looks awesome. I love that. But yeah, this card is I mean, it's an Uta card, but doesn't really go anything else. That's an odd choice for a reprint. But hey, it is what it is. Ooh, that's a big one. That's a big one. Nojiko. This card is worth quite a few dollars at the minute. At least it was. I think it's... I sold mine. I sold mine for like £2.50. But that's a really nice reprint for all the Blue Yellow Army players. And that's coming out not too long after the Odin. So I think once we get that Odin, there'll be a whole new wave of Blue Yellow Army in the West. With people giving it a go again. Because without that Odin, it just kind of struggles into the top decks. But that Nojiko is a nice reprint. Six-cost Robin from ST14. Interesting. Oh, they're just showing off the foils. Oh, that one is pretty sick. Got the snow. That's pretty sick. Oh, was Nojiko orange hollow? I missed that. We got to go back. We got to go back. Oh, it is. Look, you can see the oranges. That's sick. Oh, thanks for pointing that out. Yo, the clouds are hollow. Man, this is so much better than the Jolly Rogers. I mean, this card kind of sucks, right? But the hollow clouds are awesome. Nojiko has 1 because it's from block 1. They're not updating the block numbers in this set. Reprint of that's nice. What's the Oh, is it meat? Is this a meat hollow? Yeah, this is like chunks of meat. Your meat hollow. Bonnie got the meats. No, they're not updating the block numbers for the reprints in PRB. We're getting updated block numbers coming in the next set. Well, next year, whenever the next reprint is. The fucking meat Bonnie's got me. That's quite funny. Well, what's he fishing out now? What's that? Yo, Bad Manners Kit Course. Oh, that looks so good. I really hope they reprint these. These 0 costs need to be reprinted. These are just evergreen cards. They should keep these in the set. That's sick though. Oh, I gotta get some of these. It's gonna feel real bad if they don't get reprinted. Man, that looks so good. I love the full art events. I'm a sucker for full art events. What's that one? Oh, we've seen this already, right? I don't think we've seen it in the flesh, but we've had this card revealed. That's the 2K chopper from set 10. The Punk Hazard one that gets plus 2,000 power in your opponent's turn. Really nice card, especially in RG Smoker, but generically very good red card. And finally getting an ult to this, I'm hyped for that. I thought it was crazy in set 10 when it didn't get an ult. What's this? Is that a poo? Which of poos is it? An ult of EBO, one of poo? Sure. A little bit of a weird one, but I mean, he looks pretty cool. Do we actually have an ult of poo of any kind? And then we have like a regional one. Is that the only one? That looks pretty good though. Yeah, max rarity decks are going to be... I'm hoping the pull rates in PRB are similar to PRB 1. Because they were pretty good. Yo, Mr. 3? That's the searcher, right? Yeah, this is the cross-guild searcher for buggy enthusiasts. What's going on with his finger? What is this? He's broken his finger. Look at this. Oh, we have the winner up here. It's a good point. Yeah, it's a good point about the zero cost. It would be nice if they reprinted some that aren't straw, but, you know, with the alts, I don't know. There's another one. There's the Jet Gatling. Gum Jet Gatling zero cost ult. Looks like they're going to do all of them. We've now had green, red, blue, and purple. Just need black and yellow. That one looks sick, though. That's really good. It's like the EBO. It's the same attack, right, from the EBO 2 Secret Rare Luffy. That's sick, man. Their art is just so good. We saw this, at least I saw this on X a while back. Yeah, this is the 3-cost Zoro that you play in Black Purple Luffy. Pretty good. I mean, it's nothing crazy. I don't think this guy really needed an ult, but it looks pretty good. And there's a lot of Zoro fans. A lot of Zoro fans. Yeah, the ults, man. One Piece card game's ult game is next level. Oh, this one's epic. I really like this one. It's like the iconic pose from the Corridor Coliseum. Jesus Burgess. And this is the good Jesus Burgess. Can't be KO'd. Gets extra power. You know him, you hate him. At least I do. This card looks super clean. The blue sky contrasts in with the brown Coliseum. That looks great. Yeah, Zoro did only have a prize card. That's a good point. That's a good point. Man, that looks clean. That looks clean. Look at him go. Look at him go. So Blackbeard's like... Most of their decks are going to be ultable now as well, because they have all the feats. They're getting the event. Well, what's this? X-Drake. Sure. This is the 2K X-Drake that you see play in mainly Kid. We sometimes see this in Lore as well, rarely. Rest of 4, it's fine. Pretty cool 2K. Another one for my Navy collection. So this is the Hiroshima CS over in Japan. They're playing OP12, and we've just watched the top 8 match. So we've got top 4 coming soon. Oh, did Anel play it? Oh, that's a good point, actually. I forgot Anel plays that. That's an SP, right? That's an SP. SP Carrot. Yo. Furries are going to love this one. Oh, I love what they're doing with the gold foiling on these SPs. We saw the EBO2 Luffy reprint last weekend. Like, look at the gold foiling, man. That looks so incredible. Every single set, they just get better. They just get better with the... Is the legs in front border the new? Not on SPs. SPs are always full art, right? Oh, the border's like sideways. The border was like sideways. I'm not going to go back because we're getting more reveals. But yeah, the border was like sideways, like, whatever. Yo, Tenko Shanks. That's the set 6 one. You can carry a 10k. Yeah, the big pop shanks. Man, the gold foiling looks so good. Oh, my wallet's gonna be in the trash. Yeah, it's breaking the border. This one's the same. This one's the same, right? You got here's the border. Oh, go back in. No. You can rewind and have a look if you want. Maybe we'll rewind if this is an intermission now. Looks like we are going to an intermission. Do we have the top 4? That was the top 8. And now we have the top 4 coming. What is there? This is going to really test my knowledge because you don't have the colours. 2 blue, purple Luffy, I think that is. 1 blue, purple Sanji. And 1 Luchi. Okay, so we got a Sanji still in it. And we've got 2 blue, purple Luffys. What a time to be alive. And then the Luchi player. So that's your top 4. 2 blue, purple Luffy. 1 blue, purple Sanji. And 1 Rob Luchi. SP Yasop. Yeah, he's pretty sick. Oh, we're going straight into the games. No intermission. Happy days, man. I'm here for that. They finished the round so quickly in Japan. Round turnover is like nothing. I guess it's best of 1 top cut, right? There's so few matches to finalize, but that's sick. I wish I judge Pokemon events. My God, round turnover takes forever. Because you have so many extra turns. Yeah, that is the point of PRB. throw my money away. Luchi wants his revenge. Yeah, was that Blue Nami he played against? I think I missed that game. But yeah, that's an auto loss if ever I saw one. Not good. Not good. What's he playing against? I hope we see the Sanji player. I want to see the Sanji. I don't want to see like a mirror. Oh, yeah, it is the Sanji player. I recognized him. Let's go. Blue-purple versus blue-purple. I mean, you've got to support the underdog, right, Shmap? Maybe it's just because I'm British. We do love supporting an underdog over here. Yeah, I'm hoping for Sanji to win. Or at least put on a good showing. Even if he loses, as long as it's a good game, that's fine with me. I can grab another iced tea. Got a pack of these. £6 for 12. Really good price. Really good price. Yeah, I think the smart money is always on Luffy, but hey, he's probably had to go through some blue-purple Luffys to get here, right? There's no way he's dodged all the blue-purple Luffys. It's not possible. There's too many of them. Who's going first? Let's see the hands. One nice thing for the Sanji is, I guess even if he doesn't do Don -1, well, it looks like we're going straight away. I know he's just setting out 1 Don. Sure. So it looks like the blue purple Luffy's going first. He does have the Zoro duo. That doesn't quite do the triple ramp, right? I mean, with the Bargor it can. But yeah, that doesn't quite triple ramp. The God Thread can never be included in triple ramp. But that's still a pretty good hand, right? And with the Bargor, he can do the triple ramp. But the Sanji player is going to be looking to remove that Zoro. And does have the Birth Burst to bounce it at least. Decent hand, nothing too crazy. Got a Pudding Searcher, one of the Searcher events. Got a Concasse for the 4K counter for your leader. Not bad. And Birth Burst for a bit of versatility and options. Yeah, that's true. The events all being free, I mean, Birth Burst especially, right? Getting to essentially draw 2 cards for no cost is cracked. It's cracked. But it looks like he might have to use it to bounce that Zoro duo. I don't think you can let the Luffy ramp freely. It's a little tough. Little tough. 2 Don, probably see the Pudding come down and also the event. We do see the event, first of all. Look at the top 3, grab anything. Got another Birth Burst. That alt-art Birth Burst as well looks so clean. Look at that. Look at that. Looks like he's taking the Birth Burst over the Jozu and the Concasse. Gonna grab the Birth Burst, play out the Pudding, do a top 4 search for either Sanji or an event. And what do we got there? We've got the 3-cost Sanji. Looks like that's what we're grabbing. This guy's deck's blinged out. Look at this. Really, really nice looking deck. Looks like he's opting for the Sabo Don. We do see 6 at lead. And we see 2k counter. Okay, countering early. I'm here for it. And then we do see the Zoro come down. Very nice. Yeah, if Sanji's Pilaf was Straw Hat Crew, I think that's why they sort of half the reason they printed Birth Burst, because he needs a card like that, and Pilaf, like you say, only being East Blue, kind of sucks. We do see the Sanji come down. Don -1, gonna Birth Burst. He's gonna bounce the Zoro. I think that makes a lot of sense to me. And then we'll see 6 ramp 1 back, ramping back up to 4, keeping 1 Don above the blue purple Luffy. Very nice. And we do see the take on that. Looks like I can't see what he got. Is that a Kata? That might be a Kata or a Rush Luffy. Can't tell. Yeah, Sandy does get to ramp for free if he's against a ramp deck. That's true. Was a Rush Luffy. Okay, he's got another Zoroja in hand, so he can go with a double. He can do a double ramp, but he can't triple ramp, which is really, really important. And like Godthread's fine. It forces the Sanji to do Dom -1. But yeah, he does just go with the Mr. 2, holding 2 up for the Thunder Bagua, so that he can counter a hit and go to 9. Looks like whilst he can't play Sanji on 9, well, I mean, he could, but it's unlikely. He can still drop that 9-cost Luffy, and that 9-cost Luffy is still a very, very good play on 9. So I think likely to see the Bagua come out here at some point, but we'll see what he goes for on the blue-purple Sanji side. Going to start with 6 at lead, ramping 1 as rested. And we do see 2 Don come down for the Thunder Bagua, countering that hit, 4k counter, and ramping 1 as rested, taking the Luffy player up to 7 Don. So he'll have 9 on his next turn. Birth Burst, going to come down, Don -1 with the leader effect, drawing a couple cards. What do we get? Drink of the day. At the moment, I'm drinking a peach iced tea. I'm in my peach iced tea arc. Really enjoying it at the minute. We get Kaya and a Jozu. Can't play the Jozu. We're a little low on Don for that. We can do the Kaya. Gonna drop a couple here. So, Reiju could be pretty reasonable. Reiju could be reasonable. Looks like he's eyeing up trashing the Brochette below. And the Gum Gum Rain. It's interesting you see them playing Gum Gum Rain over Jet Gatling, right? I believe it's mostly so that you can bounce your own little dudes, like the Kayas and the Puddings, just to get that extra counter. But yeah, it's a little bit of a weird one. Because Jet Gatling ramping is usually the better of the two. But yeah, in this deck, you always see Gum Gum Rain. And we do see the Reiju come down. 7k blocker, 9 cost. No Linlin's going to be removing that one. But we do have 9 Don. We draw another Sanji for the blue-purple Luffy player. Looks like his only real play is the 9-cost Luffy, right? So I'm going to see 6 to Sanji. A little bit tough here, though. That Luffy, he's going to be able to remove either one of these characters, realistically, unless he wants to super counter. Don -1, drawing a card, very nice. 10 into Sanji. I'm guessing the character Sanji. So he can go 0 cost, give 1 card, and then give the 2k. It's so expensive. Yeah, I don't think the swinging 6 was worth it either. I think you're probably onto something there. It's pretty risky. I mean, to be fair, if he'd have blocked the 6 anyway, the Luffy would have just swung into the Reiju, so it's not that much better. But yeah, the Sanji is going to go down, which is a nice bit of removal for the blue-purple Luffy player. Much less pressure now. Jet Culverin. That could bottom the Mr. 2. That's not bad. We could see Red Rock and Jet Culverin to clean up the board. But this blue-purple Luffy player does have Sanji's in hand. So if he sees anything good, this board's going to get out of control very rapidly. Oh, you mean the leader? Or the character? I think you have to Red Rock here, right? I think you have to play removal. Maybe? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. But it's just so tough. I mean, when they dump like a Sanji into a Linlin and you've got nothing on the board, it's like, what am I going to do? We do see 6 at lead, ramping 1 as rested. I'm just going to see 1k with the Zoro here from the blue-purple Luffy. I wonder if we'd see the Reiju swing. We can see the Jet Culverin bottoming that Mr. 2. Very nice. Getting rid of that, always pretty nice. And for no cost as well. We do see the Reiju swing. I think that's good. And then we'll see the Red Rock getting rid of that Luffy. Oh, you mean giving him the Bagua? Yeah, I get that. I get that. But if he has Katakuri, it's still pretty tough, right? I guess the 9 drops especially are. Yeah, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Nothing good in there, though. No Sanji target. That's really helpful for our friend here on Sanji. Looks like he's stacking the Zoro on the top, then a Gum Gum Giant. Nope, he's going to put the Gum Gum Giant on the top. Taking a Gear 2. He's thinking hard. He's thinking hard. I think he's looking at just playing the Lin in this turn. But yeah, hard to say. Hard to say. He didn't have a perfect play in there, really, did he? No, seeing no 9 costs or even 8 costs in there is tough. It's tough. Seeing eyeing up his options, but only really being able to swing into leader because he needs to leave 1 Don open. Well, he wants to leave 1 Don open. Probably didn't need to, but he's going to. They always leave 1 Don open. I think that's one thing, that sort of thing I have noticed a little bit with blue-purple Luffy's. I think sometimes they leave a Don open when they potentially don't need to. He could have swung into the Reiju there, I guess, but deciding it's not worth it. Just going to do the heal, not going to remove anything. There's not much point removing any of those Kaias. Kaya in the pudding, putting on absolutely no pressure. We do see another Red Rock grab. Oh, that's really nice. That's really, really good. The fact that he's only got 1 character and you can Red Rock again? That's tough. That's tough. I think we are going to be looking to potentially get down a 3-cost Sanji here, though. If we can. Because that card's pretty good. He's weighing up his options. We're going to 1 Don. Luffy's the man, become the king of the pirates. Looking at the top 3 to grab anything. What do we see there? We see the back of his sleeves. He does not want to show the camera. That's crazy. Looks like we're eyeing up the Let's Crash the Wedding. Top 5 search for Straw Hat. We don't have a great event to use. We can use that for free. Or we can use Concassé to draw a card. We're going to use the Let's Crash the Wedding for free. 5 Don, top 5 search for anything Straw Hat Crew. We do see a Sanji in there. We do see Sanji. We also see a Birth Burst. But it's awkward, right? Because if he plays out the Sanji, then he can't swing with the leader. If he wants to Red Rock still, of course. He could not Red Rock, but Red Rocking seems good. We'll see here. We'll see here. He's got good options. Birth Burst as well is a nice grab. You could even just do that to draw 2 cards. Or keep it for next turn. But you've got to think he's going to want to press his advantage before this blue-purple Luffy player has their Sanjis coming out. Seeing only 1 dude and seeing the second Red Rock off the top, I think you have to lean into it, right? Do see the grab on the Sanji. That Sanji, if it was to come down, currently at just 6k power, by the looks of it. Only 1 event away, though, from it being 7k power. And 7k is that magic stat line where the Luffy then can't swing into it if he wants to play it, if he wants to play a 9 cost and hold up 1 for an event, which is pretty good. Got to be the Red Rock, right? Got to be the Red Rock on the big man. Maybe not. Maybe I'm mistaken. He's thinking hard. He's thinking hard. We're seeing a limp swing of 5, just a ramp. No, we're seeing 7 first. He didn't have a 2k. He does have 1 for gear. We're going to give him the gear. Very nice. But that does very much tell the Sanji player, there are no 2ks in my hand. Just going to limp swing to ramp 1 back. Very nice. And then it's got to be Red Rock Sanji, right? It's got to be Red Rock Sanji. Jozu. That was not what I expected. Going aggressive, okay. But if he sees another Big Mum here, that Jozu's gone. That Jozu is gone. That was a different play from what I was expecting. Nothing good in the top again? Wow. More Sanjis. You got to ship this out. Grab one of those cards, ship the rest out. That is crazy. Man, that's mental. This blue purple Luffy player has nothing good to do this turn. Yeah. Better lucky than good. That's what I always say. What do we top deck? What do we top deck? That top deck could be really big. Is that a red rock? That's a red rock, right? Yeah, it's a red rock. Should have bottom decked his arms. It's cards. Yeah, I think I agree. I agree. He definitely shouldn't have bottom decked his arms though. Quite funny. So what do we red rock here? Do we like? I think we swing big with the Linlin into the Ray, and then red rock the Jozu. There's no way you YOLO Sanji this, right? I mean, I hope we see it, because that would be hype as fuck, but there's no way you YOLO Sanji in the top 4 of a regional. This man's whole be bigger than the moon if he does that. That'd be crazy. We're seeing him debating whether to counter this 6 or not. It's tough, right? Because if you don't counter the 6, you're going to have to counter at least a 9, realistically, because you could see another Rush Luffy come down and just die. We do choose to counter the 6. I wonder if how much we see from this Linden into the Reiju. Maybe 11? 12. 12's pretty good. This Reiju's kind of gone. You'd YOLO Sanji top 4. Based. I was playing some games with Robin last night. And I played against a blue-purple Luffy. He YOLO'd Sanji into 8-cost Dofi. I was like, bruh. Literally, that won him the game. It was crazy. I literally lost because of that. It was nuts. He YOLO'd in our rematch as well. But he whiffed that time. So I won that one. We can still red rock this Linden. I think we still kind of need to. Developing board is important, but if this Linden sticks around, your board's just going slowly. It's tough. I wonder if there's room for 5-cost Rosie in this Sandy deck, right? You have a million events. And it puts one in the trash and cycles. And then lets you just be more aggressive with your Don. Interesting thought. Interesting thought. We do see the red rock come down. I feel like we should have seen that last turn. I'm not going to lie. As it worked out, if the Luffy had seen equally nothing on the last turn, that play would have been incredible. We did see the Concasse there with the leader effect. Just to draw one card, buffing that Sanji up to 7k. And we know from last turn that this blue-purple Luffy didn't have any 2ks. So this 7 is a good swing. This 7 is a good swing. And looks like we're just going to be playing the Reiju the last 4 Don. Seems reasonable to me. We do see Gum Gum Giant ditching the Gold Thread. Easily the worst card in the hand. 4k counter, get out of the swing. We draw Usahachi and Big Mum. Big Mum's decent. Usahachi, a nice little 2k there. We do see leader effect, tramping one back. Mostly for fun. Wait, what? What's going on here? He's just going to leave the leader active. Sure. Oh, because he was at 8. The blue purple Luffy with the Gum Gum Jump went down to 8, so he didn't get the ramp back. That took me way too long. Oh, we do see both the Big Mum and the Rush Luffy in there. Some good targets. Some really good targets. I think you do Sanji Luffy here. Sanji Luffy seems very good. Because Big Mum doesn't get rid of anything. Because the Sanji just negates and the Reiju costs 9. But yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. You can do the Luffy. Try and bounce back the Sanji. Force the guy to do Don -1. Doesn't really matter, but... yeah, Gum Gum Giant's broken. Card's just so good. There's the Sanji. Woo, look at that. Can't leave you hit. Rush Luffy. What a time to be alive. Yeah, that card can bounce any cost 4 or less character. if he wants to trash a card and then gets arrested Don. It's kind of weird, right? You kind of don't want to. But, because you can't actually bounce the Sanji, all you force is Don -1. So he probably just doesn't do it. It looks like that is the line he's taking. Just going to swing 8 into 7. But this Sanji plays in a really tough spot, right? With one Don open for the blue-purple Luffy. It's so hard for him to go for game. But he is going to trash the Zoro, swing 9 into 7. Much better swing there. Got the 0 cost in hand, but no Dons for the Gum Gum Giant. And that's tough. Yeah, once they hit the 9 cost Sanji, it seems like this match spirals out of control. Which is why I think he really should have gone with the Red Rock, that one turn earlier. I don't know. We'll see. We do see the removal of the Sanji passing over. Very nice. No point swinging with the leader because Reiju is 7k. But yeah, this Sanji's in trouble. Sanji's very much in trouble. No more Red Rocks. Not much going on in the hand. Looks like he's eyeing up the Kaya. Kaya in a dream. What does he draw there? He draws a Jozu. That's not going to help. And a Giant. I mean, where there's a Giant, there's a way, but you can have too many, right? Yeah, it does ditch the Gum Gum Rain and the Gum Gum Giant. Don -1. Leader effect. Drawing 2 with the Birth Burst. Very reasonable. Gets a Luffy's the man, will become the king of the pirates, and a Jet Culverin. Jet Culverin not going to help. That's tough. Probably going to see 1 for Luffy's the man, will become the king of the pirates. This is just not a good situation for the Sanji player. Luffy giving 2 life and a Don open. That's tough. That's tough. Lucy 2k there, countering the 6. Yeah, I'm not seeing a way out for our Sanji player here. But you never know. Maybe he can come up with something. Maybe another Red Rock. Doesn't look like it's a Red Rock. Is that a Zoro? I can't see. Can't see what he took.